Bow. What is up, YouTube? This is Ty with Team M Chef Fitness Channel, coming at you today with a long-awaited video. This is my 12-week transformation video. As you guys know, I partook in a cutting cycle at the end of the spring here, and it was 12 weeks, and I ended my bulk, obviously. I was higher in body fat, so I was working the cardio pretty hard in the beginning of my cut here. As you can see by the background, it was obviously spring. The vegetation sucks. That's what happens when you get these really cold Minnesota winters. Needless to say, it has been a great cut. This one, personally, has been the best cut that I've done so far. This is my third cut that I have attempted, and I know my last one I had trouble sometimes with the hunger pangs and stuff like that. But with this cut, I implemented the intermittent fasting again, and I just did it smarter, guys. I made sure I had adequate calories. So, as you can see, I still did strength training. My strength training sessions were a little tougher than when I'm bulking and I have adequate carbohydrates and calories throughout the day. I would train intentionally during the end of my fast, in the fasted state, to basically increase my fat burning potential. I also did this for other growth hormone reasons. It has been said that fasting will increase your growth hormone even further, so I wanted to definitely dip into that, being I was in a caloric deficit every single day, and my strength started to decrease slightly. So I took this day by day, guys, and I noticed the fat kind of slipping right off. I would eat proper macros, so I was running about 45 for carbohydrates, about 30 for protein, and about 25 for fats. And then as I got lower in the body fat, I tapered back the carbs to about 40%, up the protein to 35, and kept the fats at about 25% of my caloric intake. So yeah, that's where that's at. I used the MyFitnessPal app to track those macros so that I wouldn't have to count every single day. So I tried to keep my caloric deficit to about 700 every single day. For me personally, that just seems to work better. I started my cutoff with about a 500 deficit, and I noticed that, you know, I was starting to get results, but it's almost like I was not burning the fat as much as I'd like to. I wasn't getting as striated or cut as I personally wanted to get, so I tapered that back, guys, to 750. For your own deficit when you're cutting, that should be entirely up to you and what you're seeing happen in the mirror. You know, it's not going to be the same for everybody. You know, my friend Zach, with his genetics, the guy can, you know, he can cut only 300 every day when he's cutting, and he'll still look really, really shredded, you know. Me personally, being a mesomorph, I'm a little taller. I got to work a little harder at that caloric deficit and the cardio. Especially for my midsection to kind of show the definition. So you got to do what you got to do with what you've got. You know, you were born a certain way, and you should always be thankful for what you have. So I am definitely thankful for what I have, and I work hard to bring that to the max, so to say, by training and just being healthy and trying to stay, you know, stay in the elite category as far as fitness goes. It's something that I always wanted to do, and I just don't want to be average. That's why I did this cut. I work out. It's all just, you know, it's a great hobby to get into, and it's healthy. So as you can see, strength training still is going pretty strong towards the end of my cut. As far as ab training, I would literally train my abs like every day I worked out. I would just do more like crunching exercises on one day, and then I would do more of like leg raising exercises on the other day. So I was still hitting my core pretty much every day, but I wasn't like hitting sore muscle groups over and over and over. I would hit kind of the upper abs one day and the lower abs the next day, and if it felt sore, I wouldn't put too much stress on my abdominals. You know, you still want to give your muscle groups adequate rest, adequate time to regenerate and heal. So as you can see here, I was starting to get lower and lower in the body fat. Again, doing those cardio sessions. I wouldn't kill it on cardio. I do cardio like once every few days. I'd go for about 20 minutes. And again, the main source of my weight loss was just creating that caloric deficit. And strength training burns a lot of calories. That's what you got to remember too, guys. It's not all about the cardio. Lifting weights burns calories, okay? It burns a lot of calories. So right here, you're starting to see the last week of my cut, the finished product here. And I threw in some of this here. This is just some more of my cardio, just going to my karate class, sparring with the instructor. He's wearing the red pants there, and he's also going very not full board, because this guy is really, really good at martial arts. He can kick you in the head pretty quick without you even knowing it's happening, and he's tagged me quite a few times. So right here is a finished product, guys. This was like the last day or two of my cut. Right here is the last day. I went to a beach. I was feeling pretty thirsty because, again, I was cutting back the water a little bit to try to get that dryness look to it. So I'd worked out and drank minimal water, and this is where I was carb loading. So yeah, guys, if you want to see that last week of what I did to kind of get more lean and shredded looking, check out my other video. It's the last week of cutting video. It's the last one I actually uploaded, so go ahead and check that out, guys. Give it a thumbs up. Give this one a thumbs up for me. Please subscribe, guys, and I want to see your own comments of how your cut went over the summer. If you learned anything or you could have done anything better, you know, post it in the comments section. Let's get this conversation going, guys. I want to see, you know, where you guys thought that you know, stood out or could have worked on. So again, guys, I will also reply to your comments. Thanks for watching this vid.